Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our monthly spreads for the month of February. I've got these Tombow pens and this water brush pen ready to use, as well as this washer tape and these sticker books that I pulled from. Okay, so I want to try a new technique for this spread, and I have my wax paper stickers all ready to go, but I think I'm going to lay down this watercolor first and see how it does. So basically all I did was take these Tombow pens and brush a little bit there on my tin, and then I'm going to use my water brush pen to apply it to the page. I went ahead and laid down just a junky rag so I don't get watercolor paint all over my desk, and am going to do this. Let's see how it goes. So I'm mixing some colors of the different pens together because I don't want it to be too bright of a pink, but I also don't want it to be too purple. So I'm just kind of mixing those colors there on the tin and then sprinkling them across the page kind of in a diagonal fashion. I also have this teal color that I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of, not too much, but there is some tones of teal in the stickers that I pulled, so I thought that would be a nice complement of color. And I'm really excited because it's going to add a lot of dimension and texture here to the spread without taking up room where I need to write. So that's kind of the main thing. For my monthly spreads, I've been writing in a little, not like a doodle, but just like a little memory keeping thing each day for the spread, which you'll see January's in the flip through and kind of see how I'm using it. But basically I'm just writing in something memorable each day, usually a little bit of a doodle kind of setup, some, fun lettering if I can. And I am going to be using that again, I think, going forward into February because I really enjoyed that. So I wanted to make sure that all of the boxes were not being encroached upon. I wanted to make sure I could write in the things I need to do. So the watercolor technique, I'm hoping, is going to be a nice way to do those things. So right now what I'm doing is whiting out the bottom boxes with my Jelly Roll pen, just whiting out those dividing lines so I can have kind of a big area to do some decor. I've also already put in the sidebar with the long box for any monthly to-dos, as well as some florals that actually came out of the Fun Floral sticker book. They are those realistic florals that I'm not really a big fan of, but the stickers that I pulled have some really nice ones in the background of them, so I thought that they would complement each other and give me a good place to actually use those realistic florals for this spread. I like to do very seasonal themes on my monthlies, so obviously this one is kind of related to Valentine's Day with the florals and the pinks. I also am adding in a little bit of a fun quote here. It says, "Caffeine and mascara." It was just this random quote that's been sitting in the Boss Babe sticker book that doesn't match anything else in that book whatsoever. So I was glad that I remembered it was there and pulled that in to kind of complete this spread and make it a little less about, love and romance and a little bit more about just kind of like feminine stuff and I don't know, just, yeah. So I'm laying in a few stickers on the actual spread. 2 of them will be for actual events or birthdays that I'm tracking. And then I just thought that the 13th would be a good day to put that amazing with the hearts, just because the 14th is Valentine's Day, but most people will be going out and doing things on the 13th. So if we do something, it will be probably on that day. But we really don't do Valentine's Day, so I doubt we'll do anything, especially with this COVID world in full force. So I made a little collage there at the bottom with the 2 little floral groupings and a love sticker that came from the color story. So All of the clear florals again came out of the Fun Florals, and the other kind of like paper floral elements were from the Color Story. And only that caffeine and mascara quote came from the Boss Babe. So I had trimmed off those florals there on the side, and now I have this piece that I would like to incorporate somehow into this spread, just kind of, use all the things. But it got turned up onto itself, so I had to undo that first before I could use it. And now I'm just using one section of it there at the top. And trying to find a home for this bigger portion that looks natural and organic to the spread. I will say it's kind of hard to find a spot. I don't know why, but it just doesn't feel right where I'm trying it, so we'll see. And I really do play around with this for a little bit, just trying to find a home for it. I might just put it on the side here and wait. I also had pulled this washi that I wanted to use in the spread. Color is a little bit more burnt red than pink, which is a really close match but not quite right. So I'm not going to put too much of it on there because I think it will change the feeling of the color tones on the spread. Just going to add a little bit here below this quote, kind of finish off that empty area. And then maybe some at the top. Do a little collage here with the remaining floral. And I had this heart that I might use. I'm not real sure. And here's another sticker I wasn't sure if I was going to use or not. Just trying it in different areas where it might work. But again, I don't want to put too much on the actual spread because it's going to make it hard for me to write in the memory each day. And I thought about putting this washi here, which I think actually would have looked good, but I don't know. In the end, I was having a hard time making decisions, as I normally do. Okay, thought I was done for a second, then I'm like, no, I'm gonna try to get this washi in. So I think putting it at the top will be nice. It'll give a little bit of extra to the side of the page, to the top, because it's kind of busy in the two corners, but not really a lot going on up here. And then maybe work in this other floral element. See if I can kind of balance out the page that way. I'm just going to trim it off and try to use the leaves. I think we're pretty close here. Got just this little bit that I'm going to try to add in. But yeah, I think once we get those settled, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye!